to Open in Indiana Networking on Zoom. So the reason why we're here is we're here to learn about each other's business and figure out how we can be good advocates for each other's brand. So let's go around and introduce ourselves one at a time. Please introduce yourself, the company that you represent, what a good prospect for you looks like, and then the answer to today's icebreaker question, which is, what do you think is the greatest invention in your lifetime and why? So, Bill, I see you in the top left corner, so we're going to start with you.
You would start with me. I've got, what, 73 years to think through in my lifetime as far as what's the greatest invention, and it's pretty hard to figure out. So we'll put that off for a minute. I'm Bill Hammond with Primerica Advisors. I'm your full service financial coach. Don't really talk about this one product that Primerica offers much, which is our Primerica Legal Protection Program and our identity theft. It's a non-licensed product that we sell. It is through Legal Shield. It's a great contract arrangement we have with them. Had it with them for, I guess, ever since Primerica has been out there for many years. So I would say it's been a close to over 40 years that a relationship with Legal Shield and Primerica has been around. So it's a wonderful product. It's a wonderful relationship we have, and I don't talk about that as part of our financial services that are available. So if you know of folks that are maybe looking at I don't want to say legal issues, attorneys, that it kind of scares them off, Legal Shield or Primerica's legal protection plan might be a great option, because instead of, having just, one, what you're doing, just looking around for one attorney, Legal Shield's already done that work. Primerica's already done that work. And what you have is basically you pay into almost like an HMO of doctors, how those work. Well, that's about the same thing with this. And it's a wonderful product. It does a lot of things for folks that can't afford to pay a whole lot of money for legal services. There's a lot of stuff in there that makes it quite cost effective. And the other one that's also very good is the ID defense program that Primerica offers with it too. And so if you're interested in those, know people that are friends and family that may have, or even some small businesses that would like to look at the business side of the Primerica Legal Protection Program, just give me a call. My information is in the chat. And that's just, like I said, one little small piece of what Primerica does as far as in the financial services area. And as your coach, I kind of help you find those pieces that fit you best. Bill Hammond with Primerica Advisors. I guess really thinking about it, I'd probably just say the PC, the personal computer, especially now that it's, kind of, you don't have a desktop, but when the desktop first came out, that was probably the greatest thing since sliced bread, when I could now do all the spreadsheets and different things that I used to have to sweat through, in college. So I'm just going to say the personal computer that has just morphed all through the years for the past 50 years.
Awesome. Thank you, Bill. Next, we have Jeanette.
Good morning, everyone. Jeanette with Peterson Accounting Services, specializing in individual income tax returns. And I'm swamped this week. I've done 2 returns today. I have 4 this afternoon and 7 tomorrow. So it's going to be very busy. And then before I forget, for those of you who are my praying friends, I'm having surgery Wednesday morning. They're removing my gallbladder, or my thyroid, and I have some tumors on the thyroid. So they're going to take all of that out. As far as the greatest invention, I'm kind of like Bill, the technology in general. I first worked in computers when I left college. It was, the room was a 10 by 12, had to be air conditioned, climate controlled, no carpeting on the floor. The disk drives were about 18 inches across and 5 layers deep. It was about like that. And you could see the arms read in and out on those layers. And what that computer processed, we have in our phones right now. So it's just an incredible advancement. And I like the video technology as well. So I got to meet our great granddaughter when she was about 5 hours old, and we saw our granddaughter's wedding. She was on a beach in Maryland, and we got to see it through technology. So it's something, and it's almost hard to keep up. There's so much going on. But yes, it's for me, that's absolutely fascinating, and I appreciate all of it.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeanette. Next, we have Mary Ann, who will be speaking later in today's meeting.
So I'll just go ahead and say, welcome, I'm your speaker, and I don't know how long I'm going to get, but I have a full program for you. So we're gonna hear all about it. I'll go ahead and wait till later to discuss. I just want to say to Bill, yeah, Legal Shield is great. I have used it a lot, more for personal than business, but it's always there for my business support. So I'll waylay, and so I have more time to speak later.
Awesome. And Mary Ann, what do you think is the greatest invention in your lifetime and why?
Oh, the cell phone. There are many little computers, you know. I got to go visit my mom in her nursing home the other day, and I got to Skype with other family members, and you know, it's your little mini computer. It goes everywhere, so it does everything, and so I can't live without it.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary Ann. Next, we have Chaster.
Hi, Chester Johnson. I'm the CEO of StockTeamUp.com and the Stock Boss Up app. I'm always looking for people in the finance world to come join me on a YouTube video and chat. I'm also looking, if anyone's interested in trying the app and trying the website, please give it a shot. It's a completely free site, and we're reaching almost 11,000 users now. But having people that use the app that are in my network that can give me honest feedback is always appreciated, because the truth of how it works is always very helpful. I think the invention in my lifetime that's probably going to be the biggest one, I think it's going to be LIGO. I think the gravitational wave detector, I think, is like the quiet winner of my lifetime. I think it's going to have ramifications further in the next century as we figure out more about our universe, but that's just me.
Awesome. Thank you, Chester.
Yep.
Next, we have Jim.
Hi, I'm Jim Jones. The business I'm in transition right now, but I'm doing more operational consulting. Kind of like efficiencies. I love metrics. I just like how all departments and companies intertwine, how they work together. I believe you have to have a strong platform built for a sales team to be able to hand it off clearly and have the sales team go do what they should be doing. And so operational efficiencies is kind of what I do. There's a couple things I think have probably changed, been the biggest change for me. The cell phone, because I think it's allowed people to be more connected in other ways, especially during a pandemic and things like that. You definitely have some freedom we wouldn't have had if we were just behind a computer. And then recently for me, Netflix has been a new one. And the reason being is if it was a movie I was going to go pay to see, I probably wouldn't do it with different interests. But now I'm broadening my horizons in what is entertainment. Different documentaries, different movies, different types. It's made me a little bit more well-rounded in entertainment and in movies and stuff than I would have done. And I'm embarrassed to say, but my wife and I just joined Netflix in December. So we're like behind everybody like by 10 years, but we finally gave in and we're enjoying it.
Good morning, everyone. I am with Platt Collective. I'm a new realtor, and my plug for real estate right now is the market is super, super hot, which is really strange with all of COVID happening. What we're hearing and seeing are multiple offers on everything. I hosted my first open house yesterday with a new agent friend, and we had 19 people come through in 2 hours. So just to kind of give you an idea, if you're thinking about selling or buying, it is definitely a seller's market. Buyers beware of multiple offers. Gosh, this is a tough question. Jim, I'm going to make you feel a lot better. I don't even subscribe to Netflix. I'm like a friend on someone else's account. So, you know, you can have 4 friends. So I've never even paid for Netflix, nor have I ever paid for my cell phone. It's through work. So if you want someone really behind, it's me. I would say I kind of have to go with like food inventions, I guess, that I think that taking away from the technology parts of it, that things like, and I was born in 72, so I'm addicted to like Crystal Light and little things that you put in. There was Tang out there, but all of the options that are out there now to make me drink more water, I think is fantastic. So that's what my greatest invention is of my lifetime. There's been a lot of them, but I think you guys covered all of the technological ones. So hi, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you, Natanya. Next, we have Kim.
Oh, that was a good segue into drinking water. I'm Kim from Culligan Water. Water is so important to us, guys. Our body is made up of 75% water. It's good for our joints and our brain. Yeah, Mary Ann, I know that you're a good water drinker too. I drink water constantly. I have this wonderful 35-ounce custom-made mug from my friend at One Creative Mother. It holds 2 16.9-ounce bottles, and I refill this at least 3, but sometimes 4 times a day. Because I weigh a lot, and you're supposed to drink half of your body weight in ounces of water per day. No longer is it the 8-ounce glasses. It goes by the amount of weight that you weigh, half of that in ounces. So water is very important. If anybody needs me to test their water, we test water for a number of different things. We test your water. If it's on a well, we test the iron and the hardness. We test for nitrates and nitrites, which are from atrazine and some of the chemicals that are put on our land. If you're on city water, we test for chlorine and the amount of chlorine and triethyl-methanes and chlorites and all the disinfectants. So if you have anyone that, or if you yourself want your water tested, just reach out to me. We have a water softeners that are ion exchange systems. That means that water softeners collect calcium, magnesium, and iron, which is hard water. That's the definition of hard water. And then they are scrubbed with a brine solution and sent down the drain. So it's called an ion exchange. We have those available. So the question is, what's the newest technology? What is the question? Well, I came on late. I'm sorry. I had trouble getting on today for some reason. It wanted me to re-sign in and do all these things, but all good answers for what I heard. I mean, the computer, the cell phone, GPS is pretty cool to me. I had a teenage daughter. Now she's going to be 23 Friday, but I've got an app. It's called Life 360. So that tells me where my family is at all times. So if I'm having dinner at 6:30, I'll just kind of look at the app and see where they are. I don't have to keep calling them and saying, where are you? Because I can see where they are. But as teenagers, it was good, assuming their phone is with them if they were to get kidnapped or abducted. But you can, see where your family member is located. I also have it on my mom. My mom is 83 years old, and I like to keep track of her to know where she is. And then it's also got a really cool thing on that app. If you were to get into a crash, I would be notified. I don't know how the damn app knows that they've been in a crash. Maybe if they stop suddenly, or I don't know how it tells, but it notifies the people in your circle if that person has been in a crash. So my answer is a GPS.
Awesome. Thank you, Kim.
Mhm.
And to answer your question, you have to have a validated Zoom account to join the meeting now after last week's fun and excitement.
Oh,
So
what happened last week?
we had our impolite friends that joined on with us, and
Oh, okay, fair enough.
so yeah, you have to have.
Darn it, I missed fun, or I missed drama.
Oh yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Kristen.
Good morning, Kristen with Firestorm Restoration. We are your full service 24/7 emergency response company, cleaning up after life's little disasters. Speaking of life's disasters, all the mess that's going on down in Texas. They've been my boss was telling us that there's a company, or he knows people down there in the restoration business, and they're getting 500 phone calls a day that they can't even keep up, and they can't even get to these people. So I believe today are sending down a U-Haul full of equipment so we can try to help the people down there and get them dried out. And we're not actually going to be down there, but we're actually sending equipment so companies can use it just to help out. So hopefully that we can do some good down there. On the flip side, he has known some other restoration companies from up here that have done the same thing, and unfortunately their equipment has been taken. And I understand desperate measures call for desperate times, but I mean, very sad that that has to happen. So he was kind of on the fence, so we'll see where he's going to go with that. But we do residential and we do commercial. We carpet clean, we clean up after trauma and meth. We do roofs, everything and including the roof, all the way down to your crawl space or your basement. So right now, when the temperatures are starting to be pleasant this week and the snow is melting off, just please be aware that, flooding can happen. I believe your pipes are going to be okay this week. You don't have to worry about them keeping them dripping overnight, but it's just going to be the flooding now that you want to keep an eye out for. So if you ever would like to have our services, or you just would like us to come out and give you an estimate or a quote, it is absolutely free. We would like to do that for you and see if we can come out and help you out. Or if you'd like us to come do the work, we certainly will do that as well. So and the greatest invention in my lifetime, I would say, would have to be the cell phone. Being a single mom with two girls, there are times when they are home or they're at a sporting event, practice, if you will. And I just like the fact that they can text me. I can text them if I'm running late. We can communicate. So that's huge with me. Trying to just be two people in about 40 million different places. So Kristen with Firestorm, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Kristen. Next up, we have Sharon.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sharon Schweitzer with BioWaves of Central Indiana. We listen to the wisdom of your body. I'm a biodynamic craniosacral therapist and wiggly wave therapist. And the kind of people that I'm looking for are clients who want to stay healthy or improve their health. So that's pretty broad, but what I do covers a pretty broad base. Let's see. I'm in agreement with most of the people about the technology, computers, cell phones. I'm a single mom of two daughters, and my reason for getting the 360 app was because I often lose my phone. And there's a little alarm on that my daughter can click and it'll beep my phone, and then I can find my phone. Of course, the side effect is I know where she is. She's at work right now, but she knows where I am too. And I think it's just good for safety. And, if I wander off somewhere, she goes somewhere weird, I'm like, what are you doing there? Or is everybody okay? Why are you at the vet? Or, things like that. So yeah, technology, some specific apps. I also like the app that lets me scan things into my phone. Like it's not a photo, it's actually a scanner. When you take a picture, it scans it so that when you print something, it actually comes out as good as there's not that blurriness like a screenshot kind of thing. It's actually a real picture. So I like those two. It's Sharon with BioWaves of Central Indiana.
Awesome. Thank you, Sharon. Next, we have Loretta.
Hi, can you see me? Good morning. I am with a company now. I'm just getting ready to get started, and I'm really getting on today to find out, about, the small businesses that are around me. My business is going to be more or less like about homeless and housing the homeless, and I'm trying to find services now that need help with the pandemic problem that we have with the homeless. I am getting a property that I want to serve my community, and I feel that this is something that is in dire need at this time. So this is what I am mainly concentrating on, and I'm just trying to get information from all around about what's going on in our community and city and state. And I'm picking up on, the businesses that are around, and it's pretty nice hearing, what type businesses people are really into. Um, so if anyone has any information concerning a need for a homeless person to have housing in a shared group housing, that I will be available. My business name is at Place of Rest. It's going to be mainly for the middle-aged to elderly. I'm a nurse and I have retired. And so I felt that I could do this in a home setting. So that's mainly what I'm going to be doing. Mhm. Mhm. Greatest invention? Hmm. I haven't really ever thought about that, what the greatest invention is. You're saying throughout the world, what has happened in the world that's been a great invention, you're saying? Well, just lately I've been watching, them going to Mars. And I'm like, that's the greatest invention to me, that they could go that far and go from 200,000 miles down to in 7 minutes to 5 miles per hour. So I think it's pretty great how they have inventions now to go to other planets and try to figure the life that has been there that could be possibly helpful to our country and our world, rather. Hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Ryan Henry. I'm the idea guy for Open in Indiana, and our job is to help promote the small businesses and the people who support small business here in Indiana. So, a quick announcement that I'd like to make. This week, we're going to clear 1,000 businesses on our website. So, we broke 800 this past week by adding Shop Noble, which is part of the Noble County Economic Development Corp. And then Friday, we confirmed that we'll be adding the Kendallville, Indiana Chamber of Commerce and their members to our site. So that will push us over 1,000 members for the first time. So I'm excited about that. Let's see, greatest invention in my lifetime. I'm going to say internet or wireless internet. Specifically, not just internet in general, but the ability to have your laptop and sit somewhere convenient and still stay connected and have the ability to work. And I remember for the first time going into college, I'd never seen that anywhere before, but I could sit with my laptop anywhere reasonably in range of the building and still have internet, which was pretty cool. So I thought that was an excellent invention, and uh, over the years it's continued to get even better. So at this time, I'd like to introduce our speaker today, Mary Ann Wietbrock, who is the owner of Cardinal Elements, and she's going to share more with us about February being American Heart Month. So Mary Ann, you have the floor.
Thank you, Ryan. So nice for the invitation today. And so may I share my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so then okay, so I'm going to share the screen now. Okay, and then we're going to start at the from current slide. Okay, so can everybody see this? Does it say celebrate your heart? Okay, now you've hit my button, so this is I'm going to get a little excited. Okay, so I own Cardinal Elements Weight Loss and Wellness. Okay, and I like to say what the initials are behind my name. I am a registered nurse. I'm master's prepared. I'm also an advanced practice board certified cardiovascular clinical nurse specialist. And that's huge in this world of wellness. I have many, many years of experience, and I am professionally published in a peer-reviewed nursing journal. It's the same journal, but I had 2 articles 5 years apart. They asked me back. One's on atrial fibrillation, one's on fitness in the cardiac ICU. So if you're in the bed in the ICU, hey, you need to do some fitness, and I've got that outlined for you. I am specialized in fitness, nutrition, and medications, and we'll hit on all those topics today. I do provide a wellness program based on up-to-date research. And what I need to add to this is I'm a speaker, and I've nationally spoke also, so that's kind of cool. Now, what is the big deal? Well, obesity in Indiana is the highest in the country, 8th highest in the country. We're rising. In 1990, we were 13%. In 2000, we were 20%. Now we're 33%. Okay, this is a rising problem. And guess what? United States has the highest rate of obesity in the world. So we're one of the most obese places in the world. Okay. Now, why is that a big deal? Okay. Well, it causes bad knees, osteoarthritis, digestive issues, metabolic syndrome, which is just what causes the inflammation and all the heart diseases, cardiovascular strokes and heart attacks, peripheral arterial disease, congestive heart failure, hypertension. That's my project for the year. Huge problem. Okay. Type 2 diabetes and high cholesterols. And then you're at higher risk for problems, including complications from COVID and surgery. Okay, so now you need to know what your numbers are, okay? Is your total cholesterol less than 200? Is your blood pressure less than 120/80? Okay, all right. I just had my blood pressure checked today. Does anybody know? Okay. Fasting blood sugar less than 100, body mass index less than 25, a waist for women less than 35 and men less than 40. Okay, these are the goals, okay, of wellness. Now, high blood pressure is a silent killer. Okay, it leads to strokes, heart failures, and kidney failure. Okay, I did have a friend with high blood pressure that died of kidney failure. Okay, and so she got put on dialysis, and she didn't last very long. Okay. Someone dies of a heart attack every 33 seconds in the United States. By the time I get to this next slide, someone else will have died. I know someone that died of a cardiac arrest last week from this cardiac snow we had. Okay, that was cardiac snow to no end. It was heavy weight, and people are out there. They hadn't done anything for a year with the COVID, and people died. Okay. And if you're having any sort of discomfort in your upper chest, please contact your doctor. Heart disease kills 6 times more people than breast cancer. Breast cancer gets a lot of publicity. I'm here to blow that out of the water, because this heart disease kills more people in this country than anything else. So it is very specific to know the differences between heart disease and heart pain, heart attack pain in men and women. On the right side of your screen is the male. Okay, he's going to have chest pain in the center of his chest. Okay, and it may go in his left arm, left jaw. His heartbeat will maybe be fast or slow. Stomach's going to be upset, maybe short of breath, dizzy, hot or cold sweat. So now I'll walk into a room with someone on a monitor. I'm like, okay, well, you're having chest pain, right? Where's your chest pain at? And he's like, no. I'm like, yeah, you are, because I can see it on your EKG. And he's like, well, I have a huge pressure on my chest. That's your chest pain. Okay. So men want to say that's not pain. Well, heavy, achy. Okay. That's significant. And so he got treated quickly. And so he was able to do well. Women are not going to have the classic chest pain symptoms. They're going to feel like they have the flu. They just don't feel well. They're tired. They're dizzy, nauseated, weak. Okay. Impending doom is a huge deal. Okay. Discomfort in the back possibly. And so women in heart disease, if you have these symptoms, please go to the ER. Go to the ER and you tell them, I want an EKG. I may be having a heart attack. You still have to go into ERs and tell them that, because even though we know that women's are different, that kind of definitely doesn't get passed on. So that should be the first thing, an EKG as soon as you walk in the door. And you can ask for that. Now, heart disease, okay? Other cardiovascular diseases include peripheral arterial disease, where it's hurt to walk, okay? Numbness, tingling, and pain at rest. That's huge. You can have a blockage anywhere in your heart, in your body. It can be in your legs, it can be in your kidneys, it can be in your brain, it can be in your heart. Okay, if it's in your brain, you might have a stroke. Fast. Okay, that's what I need you to remember. If anything else today, remember FAST, F-A-S-T. Facial droop is F, facial. Arm weak, okay, on one side of your body. Speech difficulties, oh, sorry, I can't talk. And time on the clock. I don't want to know 20 minutes ago. I want to know it started at 9:10, so we can effectively treat you and with the best that we have, okay? So this is American Hearts, American Stroke is planned to help get this word out. Now, all right, so food addictions, all right, we're addicted to food. McDonald's, oh my gosh, look at this. They are making billions and billions of dollars. The McDonald's here in New Pal and all the McDonald's always have a line, okay, of people, all right? They have blown it out of the water as far as what they serve. All right. The problem is you drive down the street and you see all these places to eat, Taco Bell's, Grinders, McDonald's. You don't see any health food stores. Okay. That's the food desert right there. Okay. Some communities only have a dollar store. And so they may not have fruits and vegetables. They're actually trying to get fruits and vegetables in the dollar store because those are everywhere. But it's not there yet. So everybody likes their Starbucks, okay? Starbucks can have 42 to 59 grams of sugar and 600 plus calories, okay? And okay, so when you only get 2,000 calories approximately per day, you've already had more than a fourth of your calories in this sugar drink, and there's no nutrients in that, okay? And so the drinks, the energy drinks, and sweeteners and diet pops are a danger to our health. Okay, people are making money, and it's a crisis. Basically, everybody's upset about the COVID crisis. Well, I'm upset about the heart disease crisis. Okay, we're not making a big enough news about this. Okay, now look at the 1960 hamburger down there on the far left, 120 calories. Okay. Now, in 2011, all right, they started making bigger burgers. Okay. They enlarged those, 590 calories. Today, they're not making them bigger, they're making them taller. So now we're adding everything on this burger. And so we have doubled, we're over 1,000 calories on a burger. Okay. And the sodium in that, okay, you only get, a normal person should only have 2,300 milligrams per day. All right. And in that burger alone, you can have, I don't know, 3,000 calories, 3,000 milligrams of sodium. You can blow your sodium content out of the water. You have high blood pressure, and you can cause yourself significant problems. Okay. Now, pills are made to look good, taste good, and make us feel good. Okay. They're very colorful. Okay. Now, but you know what? These pills are not the answer. Everybody just wants a pill so they can go on with their life, but the pills is not the answer. Okay. The pills is masking the symptoms, like putting a Band-Aid on it. Okay. So you forget about it, but you can't. All right. Polypharmacy is taking more than one pill for a single medical diagnosis. And we see this all the time. Well, you're not controlling your blood pressure. We're going to add more medicine. Okay. More pills. Okay. The answer is lifestyle. And I can guarantee you, I decrease people's blood pressures by 30 points. Okay. That's huge. Okay. That's lifestyle. All right. And that's without taking more medicine. Are you at risk? Okay. Just because you don't go to the doctor. I've had some people I network with, they don't go to the doctor. Well, I don't have the time. Okay. Well, all right. When I first started networking, when I first started this business, somebody I networked with, okay, he had a high blood pressure, and he told me that, you know, when I first met him. Well, he had a major stroke, and now he can't work. Okay. Somebody else told me, well, you know, I don't go, because then the insurance company will know I have a high blood pressure and I'll have higher rates. I guarantee you, you don't want a $100,000 cardiac event. Okay. Go get your blood pressure and your blood sugars checked. Okay. If you have not gone to the doctor in the last 6 months to a year, make your appointment today. Now, here's drugs that cause increase in heart rate. You have asthma medicine, decongestant, cold medicines, antihistamines, illegal drugs such as cocaine, depression and anxiety medicines, thyroid medicines, caffeines, and nicotines. People come into my office and they have a high tachycardic heart rate, and I'm like, I discuss with them, okay, well, what have you been doing? Okay. You know, yeah, you may have one if you've been running, but if you haven't been running, your heart's running. Okay. What have you been doing to cause that? And we talk about lifestyle. Now, so what bad habits do you have? Is it sweet food? Is it junk food? Unhealthy drinks? Is it rest at home? If you're not getting 7 hours of sleep at night, you're putting yourself at risk. And everybody says, I don't have time. Well, I help you work through life so you can figure out how to make adjustments. So basically, you don't want a diet. You don't want something that you come on and off of. Keto is very dangerous, and you cannot live on it. Okay. And you're only losing weight when you're on it. Well, you need something that you can be on and lose weight and live with. In 6 months, you're still losing and you're still living the same life. And that's what my program is all about. There's no pills, no fad products. Now, everybody has food likes and dislikes. You don't like the zucchini here. I love zucchini, but you may not like it. So we talk about your foods, what you like, allergies and intolerances. There's a lot of that. Access, preparation, and food storage, huge in the world of food. Okay. And how are you going to make all this food when you don't have time? Okay. We do not eliminate foods, but we may limit some of the foods. Okay, supplements and vitamins. There's entire stores out there making millions of dollars on supplements and vitamins. And what do you need to do? What do you need to take? What foods do you need to eat to be healthy? And I help you with that. And then y'all want to celebrate and have parties, and food is always part of that. So how do you live in this world? That's what I help you with. So how do you qualify? You don't need a referral. If you have one of these insurance Anthem, Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, UMR, Medicare, Humana, AARP, You do not need a referral. The veterans do need a referral. I'm in network with all of these. And I see employees, I see individuals, families, friends, couples, and 8 to 80 plus. Okay, so this is my client range. And so, you know, mothers, fathers, grandparents, you know, siblings, you know, reach out to them, okay, and share this information with them so that you can save life. Now, the great thing is it's all covered by insurance, okay? It's preventative care. There are no fees, no copays, no deductibles, no out-of-pocket fees. There's, you're not even gonna get a bill sent, okay? I can tell you when you call me, okay, right away, whether you qualify for this program. I do group settings in the work setting, and I do individual programs. Now, there's different ways. Actually, right now, because of COVID, we're doing telehealth on your computer. You can sit there right at your desk, just like you are right now, and you can look me up on, and I can set you up with a telehealth, which is a platform which is HIPAA protected. And so it's free and it's covered in your program, and we can sit there and I can do that. I did one this morning, okay? And actually, when I got on, one guy's like, well, are we doing it right now? I'm like, no, you're not on right now. He got his time mixed up. Work settings, okay? I actually have some work settings that I go into, so I can do that. I'm very, very excited that I got into a work setting on Friday. It was 1 year to the date. They let me back in, so I was able to meet their employees. I was able to get their blood pressures. I have had both of my vaccines, and I actually treat it just like my office. I wipe everything down every time, and so it's safe and effective. And then here's a picture of me in my office. Okay, so providing a weight loss program coaching for someone in my office. And that is located in Cumberland. And I like that spot because it's kind of right by Hancock County, which is one of the highest rates in the state, but it's also local to the east side, and people come from Greenwood and Carmel and everywhere to see me. Now, what do? Well, basically, I help you dream your goals. What is it do you want to do in life? Do you want to be able to have more energy to do the work that you need to do? Or, you know, what is your dream? You want to fit into the summer clothes that you have coming up, okay? What about creating your personal lifestyle? That's what I help you do. There's not a name to my program because it's your program. I help you create your program, and then we celebrate your successes, and that's totally awesome. So now in this program, we're working to reduce weight by 15% to start with. Some do much more than that. Limiting your caffeine to 1 to 2 cups per day. Caffeine in itself is not bad. It's actually been found to be helpful, just only in 1 or 2 cups per day. Stop smoking. If you have not stopped smoking yet, please stop now. It's very harmful to your health. Take less antihistamines and stimulants, okay? Let's find a different way of doing life. Now, healthy work and life balance, okay? And I really do help people with this because this is a huge part of lifestyle and why people do what they do and eat McDonald's, okay? How can we work through that, and how can we make the changes that work for you, okay? And walking and fitness activities, I am a certified fitness trainer. And then I'm published on fitness, which is totally exciting. And so I really help you. You don't have time to go to the gym. You don't have time to walk that 30 minutes every day. So I really help you figure out what that means and help you be more fit, okay, in your life, basically. And then sleeping 7 hours every night has been found to be one of the keys to wellness. And so actually one of my clients on Friday that I saw, I was doing that business monthly on telehealth. So I'd continue to meet with that work setting, other work settings too, but this one particular work setting. And I met with her and she's like, yeah, we had talked about sleep and how I should da-da-da. And she's like, I've been doing it. It actually works. It's helpful. So she was very excited about that. So what are the successes that we celebrate? Well, 26-pound average weight loss in 6 months. Losing 3.5 inches off your waist. Some of my clients, I have this one guy, he's like, well, my pants are falling off, but I have suspenders, so I'm good. But they have to go buy more pants. Reducing your body fat percent, huge. Taking less medications and pills, okay? Or not getting on more medicines and pills, okay? I have been able to influence that. That is huge. Better digestion is one of the first things that people say. Some people report they've never had better digestion than they've had on this program, okay? And they're amazed. They're like, I've tried everything for years. Okay, well, this program helps that. And then more energy. Can you imagine having energy to do everything that you want to do and not having that 2 o'clock slump every day? And I'm just like, okay, there's keys for that, okay? And the program I have is not fancy or expensive, but it's there for you. So my program, actually, here is my contact information. I have my email down here. My website is a great resource. It actually has my resume on there now. I've continued to keep that up. And basically it basically kind of outlines all the stuff that I have done to keep my practice up, including this year. What have I been doing? Well, I have actually outlined in fitness, nutrition, and medications, and I show you on there what I have done this year, okay, to keep up on my practice. And these are not just everyday type things that you may find on Google. These are qualified programs run by a PhD in that. Some of these programs are like awesome that I've gone to, and I'm providing you that information. Okay, it's not something that we learned 10 years ago. It's ongoing current research that's really making a difference in people's lives. So I'd like to hear from anyone that fits these needs. Everyone knows someone that can actually benefit in this. And so are there any questions? Kind of went through that kind of quick. I didn't all put you back to sleep, did I?
Thank you, Mary Ann. That was very informative. I appreciate everything you say. I have a candidate for you. He's not here right now. It's my husband. He smokes and he's overweight and he takes a lot of medication, and I would love for him to reach out to you. So I'm going to give him your information and we'll see what happens.
Okay, and I did put my information on the chat. It's www.cardinalelements.com. And basically on that website, you can also see all the testimonials of things that people have said. I'm actually also on top of Google in my area, okay, for weight loss for the entire east side of Indy. I'm the top person. And that's not easy to get, to be on top of Google. And so, we can thank the person that helped me with my website, but it's also what I've been doing for years and adding to my credibility, basically.
Mary Ann, I have a question for you. So, for those of us who do spend a lot of time sitting down and working, what's a suggestion or a way that we could integrate some more activity into our days?
Well, get up every hour. So that's a big deal, because now the sitting is the new smoking. And I find people that sit all morning long, and then they might go to lunch, and then they come back and they sit all afternoon. And I tell you what, it might not do you problem now or tomorrow, but I tell you what, your length of life is going to be minimal. And now you don't want to wait until then I have people that come to me when they're 70 and they have bad knees, and they're on all these medicines, and that's where people are headed if you look at the course of people's lives. Okay. And so it may not be that you're 300 or 400 pounds. Okay. You can have bad knees and be on all these medicines and be, have no energy with a lot less than that. And so then, getting up every hour is huge, but I actually help you design a fitness program that that you can do anywhere.
Does anyone have any other questions for Mary Ann?
I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but this is what I have to offer. I'm actually the speaker tomorrow at my wellness. I'm the lunch and learn for their business tomorrow. So that's exciting. So you're like my little practice. That's okay. I saw them on Friday, and I'm like, well, be sure to come to this because you get wellness bucks for it. So they're going to get the same program.
Well, let's give Mary Ann a hand for her presentation today because it was great information that we could all use right away. So it is 24 after. We have about 6 minutes left until 12:30. So I'd like to give anyone a chance to share any events or announcements that are coming up.
Hey, this Saturday, I think it's at 12:30. I'll be speaking for about 5 minutes at something called a Wrap Snacks Summit. It's I sent a link in the description. I wish I could say you can come see me talk but I may not be talking that long. But it's there if you guys want to take a look at it. I'm guessing from their past experiences, they'll have 20 to 30,000 people on. So anyone who wants to check it out and let me know their perspective on it is appreciated. The link is in the chat. It's just about entrepreneurship and financial education. Mhm. Bye, everybody. Thank you.